Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, what you get, huh?
Dude, Donnie, shut the fuck up.
Wow, dude, that's pretty rude.
Just my luck? And right after we were talking about this crap, too.
He didn't get lucky after all.
What did you get, Obama?
I have to move to the nearest utility and pay 10 times my dice roll.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, damn, right after we were figuring that out just a few minutes ago.
What did you roll? An 11. That's just $110. That ain't too much, is it?
This early? Yeah, it is. Spending $100 without gaining anything for it might as well be a gateway to an immediate loss.
Yeah, it's still early game. You don't have many options to gain profit right now, so having to spend $100 this early is a shitty situation to be in.
Yeah, just keep reminding me about how I'm screwed.
Well, having said that, things could shift drastically.
Yeah, Monopoly can be a long game in some instances.
That is until someone houses up the midsection of the board and creates Death Valley.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot about the so-called Death Valley, but I thought Death Valley was the last lane.
Do you mean the last two houses?
No, that entire lane, which consists of the most expensive houses on the board.
Yeah, the last two houses are always a trap for people. As said by Obama prior, grabbing those houses will definitely gain you a pretty penny against all who land on them, but there are only two of them, and they are right at the end of the board.
Exactly, which is why I assume grabbing them as soon as possible would be a good idea.
I didn't say you shouldn't grab them, George. I said that you should prioritize the other properties first before those houses. If you have the money to buy them, then buy them. But if you're sitting on like $500 and you want to purchase those properties, you're just asking to lose the game.
You forget that you can bypass bankruptcy by giving away properties in case of an emergency.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But in doing so, you have to give away the value of properties you have to prevent losing the game. Handing away land to keep playing while that other player gets said properties. Now that person has more to screw you over. You would be lucky to remain even a few more turns.
You seem to understand the ins and outs of how to play Monopoly, Obama. At least compared to the rest of us.
Of course, Donnie. I wouldn't expect you to understand how to handle properties.
Are you fucking insane? I literally own several of them.
Yeah, weren't you almost screwed, though?
The key word is almost. I have all the money I need now thanks to my stocks.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that shit show.
At least pretend to be happy for me, bud. I'll make the world go round, unlike Jack in the Box over here.
You say something?
You heard me.
Oh, that's right. I just remembered. You don't have to give away your house. Or your property, sorry. You can just mortgage the house.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that little mechanic.
I mean, it literally says so on the fucking card.
Well, I don't think any of us were paying attention.
Regardless, I immediately retract my words about you knowing more than us about this game, Obama.
Wow, go fucking figure.
Yes, as it says here, to mortgage a property, turn its title deed face down and collect from the bank your mortgage to the value of the amount shown on the back of the card. However, before you can mortgage a property, you must sell all the buildings on the property back to the bank at half price. And also, the interest rate on mortgages is 10%. This must be repaid along with the full amount borrowed when the mortgage is lifted.
Wow, are these the actual rules of the game?
Yeah, I have to agree with Joe on this one. They expected children to be playing this game and to understand whatever the fuck you just said?
Well, those are just the regular rules. You don't have to follow them. We don't need to follow those rules. If we choose to, we can ignore interest and simply repay the original amount.
Yeah, let's just ignore it. I'm not here for that.
What, can't do a little thinking, Donnie?
You dare suggest I lack intellect when you, the leading authority on brain damage, stands before me?
Okay, can we not immediately get into an argument over pointless shit right now?
Sure, it's Joe's turn, right?
Yes, it is, and so I shall draw the dice once more.
My God, such a child, I swear.
Always exaggerating.
Wow. All right, so you're the first one lucky enough to receive the honor of landing on free parking. Fucking astounding.
Damn straight.
If only we allowed that old rule of putting all the money in the bank through external means at the center of the board, so anyone lucky enough to land on free parking would get the money.
What are you talking about, Tristan? I'm fucking thankful we didn't remember or consider that option, because then this decrepit old fool would be rich.
Not really, since no one has done anything that would place money in the middle of the board if we were to have done such a thing.
Didn't Obama just lose $110 from a chance card? That meets the criteria of paying the bank through external means rather than through property purchases or giving money to another player, right?
At least within the context given.
So he would have gained $110 just now then? Well, fuck. Good riddance then.
All of you are such pieces of shit.
Well, whatever. It's my turn again. Let's see if I don't get myself another property.
Obama, I've noticed that while you've been lucky with landing on chance cards, it's a double-edged sword because despite moving across the board, You haven't managed to secure any properties.
Well, that's true except for St. John's.
I'm definitely buying this property, by the way.
Chance cards most likely send you around the board often. This means you could still end up on several properties if you were lucky enough to land on them over and over. Having said that, it also means that you have a chance of going straight to jail as well. Which, now that I think about it, makes sense. It's not the community chest that gives you those cards, it's the chance cards.
Ha! Better hope your luck runs out, Obama, or you may find yourself sitting in jail.
Do you mean my luck better continue? So I don't end up drawing that bullshit card, you mean?
Just like in Uno, though, I doubt your luck will continue.
Don't even bring that up. The amount of shitty luck we all got in Uno was ridiculous. Of course, here we are in Monopoly with some cards that may or may not screw us over.
Odd, I thought you all enjoyed your time.
I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but those times with the flip deck were the most tedious. Like, holy shit.
I see.
Weren't you the one who suggested we play Uno as well?
What? No, it was George who brought up the idea.
Don't pin everything entirely on me. It was on the list of suggestions, I merely picked it out.
Ah, yes, of course, the know-it-all of Uno who spent half his ass losing every match possible.
You're trolling now, Donnie. You lost as much as I did.
Well, at least I won without mountains of games played, yeah?
At least I don't choke myself to death when I win.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy. Dude almost died because of his first victory.
Bro, I told you. I choked when I tried to celebrate my victory. It definitely wasn't whatever you were thinking it is.
Oh, we know you were celebrating. Also, didn't you fuck up your throat again when you were trying to imitate children or whatever the hell that was?
I remember that. Scared the shit out of me. Dude sounded like an eldritch horror coming to life or something.
Hey, if I scared you, Joe, I count that among the greatest moments in our history.
Of course you do.
Also, Tristan, what are you doing?
You wanted Quebec City, right? Well, you don't have any hundreds.
Oh, that's right. I did use them all, didn't I?
You're all getting distracted, so I had to do it myself.
Ha! All of us getting distracted is a given, but I'm not going to pretend not to notice how you've taken forever to do all this so far.
Well, I'm still trying to get the hang of this.
Yeah, as you've repeated several times now.
Well, it could be worse.
Yes, at least this isn't Ubisoft's Monopoly. That game is an absolute shit show.
That's true. We all had some good turns, and then poof. The game crashed, and then we lost literally everything.
Yeah, then Joe fell asleep while we were initially trying to figure things out, which ruined the whole fucking thing.
You guys were taking way too long. I got bored, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Whatever the hell you say, bud.
It did allow us to eventually focus entirely on Age of Empires 4 afterwards, though, at least until Joe's stupid ass woke up again.
It's your turn, George.
All right.
Looks like you rolled a
All
7.
right, let's count for George. 1, 2, 3,
Dude, Donnie.
4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, you just missed free parking. Too bad.
I'd rather not, at least not right now. Free parking only matters later when all lanes become literal fucking hell. Unless, of course, I own most of them.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Also, yes, I will be buying this property, Tristan.
All right, that'll be $220.
The first step of Monopoly is securing as many properties as possible.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Stop pretending you have any idea what you're doing, Joe.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing, Obama. Just watch, I'll win this game easily. It's what I ought to do, given I'm the president.
Wow.
Dude, are you serious?
Listen to this guy.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Anyway.
What? You think I won't? I won the election, didn't I? So that means I should have no problem winning Monopoly.
My God, okay. Where do I even begin with that one? All right, I think I got it. Joe, your boastful proclamation of victory is about as convincing as a toddler trying to explain quantum physics.
Oh, damn.
Yo, for real?
Winning Monopoly? Ha! You couldn't win a game of tic-tac-toe against a houseplant. Let's be brutally honest here. The only thing you're winning is the award for the most incomprehensible rambling in the history of the English language. So spare us all the agony of your delusions and stick to what you're good at, which is absolutely nothing.
Really going straight to insults? I'll have you know that I've done a lot as president, but of course, like everyone else who spouts the same garbage as you do, you wouldn't know that.
Your presidency is a punchline, and your grasp on reality is as feeble as your ability to form coherent sentences.
Damn, Donnie, chill. No need to go that far.
Yeah, you fucking roasted him enough already. But Jesus Christ, if it wasn't funny, haha.
Hey, I already said everything I wanted to say.
I won't say anything, so I remain mature in this situation.
Yeah, okay, mature, whatever you say, bud.
Nope, I'm not going to respond to that obvious provocation.
Let's see how long you can keep that up, Joe.
Well, shit, Obama has landed on one of the blue properties.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely buying this.
Wow, so you won't take your own advice after all, huh, Obama?
What do you mean?
You lost some money earlier, so I was assuming you...
Just stop you right there. I lost a few $100. I'm still sitting on $1,000 and then some, so I can safely afford to purchase this property.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, I'm convinced now you're just trying to say shit just for the hell of it.
Nah, it just slipped my mind.
Dude, who's gonna believe that?
Tristan, I can see you over there.
What are you talking about?
You're seriously gonna pull that shit right now?
What shit?
I can fucking see you trying desperately not to laugh right now. You think I'm blind?
Well, I didn't know it was a crime.
Honestly, I was expecting you to be a little more tense given the usual atmosphere when we play games.
I'll take this property, Tristan.
Okay, Joe. Also, this is actually a bit different since you're all in the same room and not over a Discord call.
So we're that funny, are we? Is that it?
What? I don't...
Ha! You're taking it so seriously.
All right, let's just focus on the game now, guys. We have barely even started.
Well, in the meantime, while Tristan slowly takes forever to handle money, Obama, I was curious about that property. What was it again? Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu?
Yeah, that would be the one.
How much rent does it start off with?
Let me see. It starts with $35. Then, wow, with one house invested, it shoots all the way up to $175. Jesus Christ! Was it always so much?
Dude, Obama, it's the most expensive house on the board, or at least one of the most expensive, right next to Chatham Kent.
I'm not sure you pronounced that correctly.
I don't care, it's a fucking retarded-ass name.
Careful, that name sounds like it's got some history.
Anyway, yeah, it's the most expensive, but if one house makes it so much better, I think I might have to change my opinion on getting these properties first.
Wow, a complete backtrack, eh, Obama?
Yes, George. I, Barack Obama, can actually admit when I'm wrong, unlike some other people I know.
The fuck you trying to imply right now, Obama?
So I'm assuming you're gonna buy that.
Yes, that's right. And also, Obama, if you're so fucking great at admitting your mistakes, why don't you admit Obamacare was a mistake, and then your words might mean something. Hold! Actually, I got one even better. Admit bombing hospitals was a mistake.
Yeah, it was, given what I know now of the future. I'd say it was a bit excessive. There may have been a better option, but alas, the decision is in the past.
Well, fuck, I wasn't expecting that.
Expecting what? Me admitting that I was wrong about your very obvious provocation of past events? Is that what you mean?
I mean, well, yeah?
Go fuck yourself.
All right, let's change topics here.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What?
I just got a notification about some events that have been transpiring in the background.
Okay, get to the point. What sort of events?
Apparently, Sony decided that it would be a great idea to make everyone required to link their PSN accounts to continue playing Helldivers 2.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard.
Yeah, it is. Even dumber is the fact that there are people who can't access PSN either because they live in countries where it's not allowed or because they need the console just to create a PSN account.
Holy shit, that's got to be the biggest L move I've seen yet from them.
Oh, Tristan, I'll also be buying houses for Vancouver, Montreal, and Quebec City. Anyway, this bullshit borders on stupid town. Think of it like this. You spend $50 on Helldivers 2. This policy rolls through and now you can't play at all, ever again. Or you have to buy a PlayStation console. So, excluding those that can never play again. Those that can, if they make an account now, have to spend $50 on the game first, then spend money on a PlayStation 4 or a whopping $500+ on a PlayStation 5 just to play the fucking game. That means for any of those people, you don't spend $50 for Helldivers 2. You actually have to spend $550 or more, depending on the fucking price of the damn console you're buying. Fucking astounding.
Classic Sony L, honestly.
Oh, you bet. I'm going to be keeping myself updated on this news. Crazy that I wasn't already notified before.
The fuck am I hearing right now?
That's Donnie's loud ass typing from his phone.
Jesus Christ, why is it so obnoxiously loud, bro?
You say something?
No, not at all.
Well, in any case, I just received another notice about a game called Escape from Tarkov and their greedy business practices.
Okay, this one I already heard about as well.
Swapping to a new problem already?
Yeah, since Tristan is eating his own ass trying to figure out how to be a banker, we might as well chat for a bit.
Dude, come on.
So what's the news about Tarkov then? I thought that the game was receiving positive feedback.
It is, or it was, until the CEO decided that their next unheard edition would contradict everything they previously said about their prior edition, Edge of Darkness.
Following what Donnie just said, from what I can remember of the issue, they added a new PvE mode and a bunch of other pay-to-win features.
Yeah, exactly as George said. So here's the gist of it. Edge of Darkness was Tarkov's previous edition that was supposed to enable all that bought it access to all subsequent DLCs, which was no small amount of cash, by the way. But they won't gain access to this new PvE mode because the morons over at Tarkov decided that it would be called a feature. So Edge of Darkness's promise doesn't count because, according to the CEO, it's a feature, not downloadable content.
I'll grab this property, Tristan.
All right, George.
They can't be that stupid, right? Surely they aren't trying to pass something that obvious off as a feature rather than a DLC.
They are. And as for the pay-to-win features, although not so grandstanding nonetheless, it will still yield an advantage for those that drop the whopping $250.
Game companies eating fat L's all week this year. Jesus Christ, will it ever end?
Obviously not. EA is one of the biggest offenders for these types of greedy practices.
Yeah, but perhaps they wouldn't be so stupid as to count a DLC as a feature.
No, they did something even dumber back in the day. Back when they had the clown makeup on in the Battlefront 2 days. They said their loot box system was a feature called surprise mechanics. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I stopped playing that game because of the loot box system. It's a bunch of hogwash.
Good man. Nice to see someone not yielding or enduring a shitty system by an even shittier company.
And on the topic of greedy companies, Ubisoft went from being a shitty company to the world's greatest circus in a matter of weeks. Their out-of-this-world idea of saying the games we own aren't ours and that we should get used to not owning them is by far the craziest thing I've heard in a long time.
I'll be adding some houses, Tristan.
All right.
What is it with companies coming up with the dumbest ideas imaginable? Like, I really want to know how they come up with these decisions.
Same here. I would love nothing more to be able to spectate these meetings that allow for the dumbest decisions ever.
I don't remember talking about Helldivers 2 over the phone, but given what we've said so far, I'm assuming you guys are gonna play it, right?
That's correct. Right after you hung up, Joe took us to this room, and very shortly after we started talking about playing Helldivers 2. But why? Is that a problem?
No, I have no issues with that. Helldivers 2 is a pretty popular game, and I know at least one of you is going to have a blast. Literally.
Ah, yes, I can think of one person who fits that description well.
Don't fuck around. I know you're both referring to me.
Look, Obama, Helldivers 2 is fucking littered with all sorts of payloads. I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, whatever, bud. But anyway, Tristan, I passed go, so hand me 200, please.
All right, coming right up.
Nope. Stop
Oh my
right there,
fucking
Tristan.
God.
Obama just landed on tax income, which means all the money he just got from Go has just been written off.
That's not a great look for you, Obama. Not only did you lose an early $110, but you also lost your first round of $200 past Go.
Sorry, Obama. Looks like you're out of luck there, man. I mean, I would have given you 200, but looks like tax season's in. They stole it from you. So you get nothing.
What the hell are the odds of me landing on this stupid tax income tile? Seriously!
Considering there's only one of them, then it would roughly be, say, 2.4% chance of landing on tax income.
Of course, 2.4% chance, and I still land on it.
To be fair, Obama, your landing on low chance tiles is rather lucky in itself. For example, you landed on chance twice in a row. Landing on chance is roughly 1.09% chance. Landing on 2 in a row, I'd say 0.5% chance.
Yeah, except the second chance card wasn't lucky. It cost me $110.
Yeah, that is
Joe,
true.
did you just land on an airport?
Yep, that's right, and I'm going to be buying it. Let's go, Tristan.
Looks like we have our first one to own one of the 4 airports.
Weird. Aren't they supposed to be railroads?
Looks like the Canadian edition changed them to airports.
Suppose it makes more sense for transport than a railroad.
Boy, don't disrespect railroads.
I never disrespected them, Donnie.
The Japanese have some of the best trains.
You're mistaking Japanese for Chinese, Donnie. They're the ones with the fastest trains.
Yeah, okay, I might have gotten them mixed up.
Yeah, the Japanese have similar trains, but they aren't even among the top 5 best.
But does it make a difference?
Of course not. We're just discussing the quote-unquote best, and that's what it said.
I find it kind of interesting that out of all Joe's turns, he has landed on non-property assets, utilities, and now the railroad replaced with airports, of course.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Right now, it might be fine to snatch the early utility or two in some airports, but later on, you better hope that pattern doesn't continue. You can't support yourself in this game through just utilities and airports.
This is a shit property, but I'll buy it nonetheless, Tristan.
Okay.
Not that I would. That would be sort of stupid to do.
Having both utilities might be the highest early game payout if others were unlucky to land on them, no?
Well, it's not efficient enough to warrant giving a shit about them. Aside from maybe just adding more chances to earn more money and make others go bankrupt faster, perhaps.
Yes, that's true, but aside from that, the reason I asked was because owning both utilities makes it so that you have to pay 10 times your dice roll. We know from Obama's chance card roll that rolling an 11 cost you $110. So if you snatched both utilities under lucky circumstances and multiple people rolled high and landed on utilities, then you could easily earn plenty of cash early in the game. And also, there is no property in the game without houses that earn you $100 or more, except for the utilities. Obviously, it's based on the amount of your dice roll, but even the most expensive houses, like the Blue Lanes, don't cost more than $35 without houses to start.
Holy shit, this is nice.
Finally, to earn more from utilities than early game properties, you would only need another player to roll a 4 and above.
Don't forget that they first need to actually land on the utility itself, Donnie. Plus, after 3 airports or railroads, landing on those tiles will also cost you $100, and with all 4 of them, that's $200, which actually makes it more of a payout than the utilities, Donnie.
Sorry, but I'm taking a risk and we'll be buying this, Tristan.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, then.
Also, it's far more likely someone lands on those than utilities, given there is one on each lane.
Well, actually, Obama, most, if not all, properties have 2.5% chance of landing. That goes for the airports as well. So it's all pretty equal.
And the utilities?
About the same chance. It's not really much different. They are all within the 2% category.
Also, I don't only have non-property assets. You forget that I own one of those red houses, whatever it was called. Gatineau, I think it's called.
Isn't that a place in Quebec?
I think so.
Notice each lane is based on a particular area in Canada. You have places like Montreal, Quebec City, and Gatineau all on the same lane.
That would be mostly true if not for the fact that directly after Gatineau is Medicine Hat, which is actually located in Alberta.
Oh, wow, you actually know something impressive.
What are you talking about? Tristan, I literally watched you Google that just now, you fucking liar.
What? Nah, no way.
Don't lie.
Well, Toronto, Ottawa, and Vancouver don't line up. Ottawa and Toronto are located in Ontario, while Vancouver is literally on the other side of the country, basically. Also, I did not have to use my phone this time.
Yeah, because if you didn't know where Ottawa or Toronto was as a Canadian, I would have absolutely roasted the shit out of you. Yeah.
That's nice. But there's one issue about your earlier statement. Montreal isn't located on the same lane as Quebec City. That's Montreal Airport, which doesn't make sense because the actual Montreal is located on the lane before this one next to Vancouver Airport and the community chest.
Okay, what the fuck is this board? Why are things so out of order with where they should actually be?
I mean, maybe the airport.
Let me just stop you right there, Joe. When you go to an airport based in a certain country or province, since this is Canada we're talking about, if you travel from Montreal Airport to Vancouver Airport, they don't just suddenly change names. Montreal Airport doesn't just suddenly become Vancouver Airport or vice versa. They are simply as they are. You fucking dumbass.
Okay, chill. It ain't that deep. Holy shit.
Can we just get off this topic? Well, I agree the order of the properties makes no sense. There's no reason for us to debate this topic endlessly.
Crap. Of all the time, seriously.
Yeah, I see you, Obama. You landed on one of my properties there. Let's see, what do you owe me? All right, looks like you owe me $12, so go ahead and cough it up.
Yeah, no need to sound like some sort of fucking gangster, George.
How nice of you to mimic your era.
It's about time I stapled that yapping machine you call a mouth, Donnie.
Oh, real fucking original, George.
Actually, it is. Funny, right?
Oh, I'm pressing X to doubt, bud.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm pressing B to slap you across the country.
What the hell was that? That was terrible.
I'm about 5 seconds from pressing B to blow you all the fuck up. So can you please cut the shit already?
Okay, whoa, Obama.
Here's your stupid cash, George.
What can you buy with that sort of money, eh, George? A couple of chocolate bars and some gum?
$12? Isn't this how much your wife goes for?
You motherfucker.
Dude, what did I just say?
Oh, calm down. We fight, but we won't ever act.
Speak for yourself, George. I won't just take that comment lying down.
And you shouldn't. Honestly, that was in poor taste, George.
What the fuck are you agreeing to, Joe? You literally said the same thing, perhaps even worse, actually, during our Black Ops 3 Zombies match. You aren't any better.
Okay, but that doesn't mean I can't side with you. Like, does the concept of redemption not function in your brain?
That's wild coming from you, Joe. However, no, I'm all for redeeming, under very good reasoning, but I'd never be caught dead thinking you're capable of redemption, Joe.
Honestly, you can never give it a rest.
Even if that's true, you don't either, so I don't know why you're trying to act like you're better.
Whatever, bud. Anyway, Tristan, I'll buy this Edmonton place.
Okay.
Damn, Joe, you still got tons of money.
Yeah, because he hasn't actually managed to land on any properties aside from the ones he has.
You should probably worry more about your own situation, Donnie. Out of everyone here, you have the least amount of cash. Where the fuck did it all go?
Oh, yeah, what the hell, Donnie? How much is that?
Yeah, there's something wrong here that I'm not aware of. I wanted to buy this property, but the fact that I lack the cash to do so, honestly, it makes no sense to me.
Hold on, you passed go, didn't you? Shouldn't you have $200 extra? I don't recall you ever spending it.
That's right! Tristan! What the hell have you been doing? Why the fuck didn't you give me 200 past go?
I may or may not have forgotten about that.
The fuck you mean you forgot? You're the banker. The whole point of being the banker is to manage money and properties. That's your job.
I know, but at the time...
But nothing. No excuses. We were distracted, but you shouldn't be. If we get distracted, you should be the one to keep an eye out, especially when it concerns passing go. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Jesus Christ, that is not a good look.
Makes me wonder what else we've been forgetting. I mean, I get us making a few passing slip-ups, but Tristan, you're a lot younger. There's no excuse unless you're not observing.
No worries, that probably won't happen again. There was a lot going on earlier during that moment.
Yeah. Anyway, not much else, I hope, considering Tristan over here forgot my 200 past go. Is there anyone who might have passed go and hasn't received it? Anyone? Also, a little correction on Joe's statement. I'm not the only one with no cash. In fact, I'm not even the one with the least amount of it. That would be George. Dude only has 3 stacks.
The only ones so far that have passed go are Obama and you, Donnie. The only reason I have very little cash is because I'm literally sitting next to go over here.
Yeah, I see that. You're right at the edge of getting a payout.
At this stage, we really need to be more careful about which properties we choose to buy. Otherwise, we might end up broke when it really counts.
Obama, why are you giving advice? You could just keep all this to yourself and hope we fail so you can win.
Well, I could do that, but I'm not going to hide things like you are, Donnie.
What do you mean I'm hiding stuff? I'm not hiding anything.
I'm passing go, Tristan.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm watching this
Have you
time.
forgotten already, Donnie? You mentioned earlier that you knew something everyone else here doesn't, and when I asked you about it, you refused to explain.
Ha, nice you owe me $8, George, and also...
Cool, whatever.
Yeah, I did say that, but it's not as significant as Obama thinks.
If it's not that significant, then just say what it is, Donnie.
Nope, I won't.
See, I knew he wouldn't say what it is.
Fucking marvelous, Joe. You predicted the obvious.
Holy shit. Dude just created the sound his belly folds make when he runs.
Oh my God, fuck off.
Ha!
That was a good one, Joe.
All right, it's my turn again. I hope I land on something good.
Heh, rolling a 4 ain't the best.
Maybe not, but it has allowed me to gain another property, and I'm definitely lacking properties compared to all of you guys. So I'll buy this.
Yeah, you only have 2 properties, Obama. 3 if we count the one you're getting now.
Yeah, but he's tied with Joe, who barely has any himself. Only 1 utility, 1 airport, and a single property. You both need to start gathering up before me and George reach the end game, or you'll be caught up in our lanes.
And when exactly would the endgame start in Monopoly, Donnie?
I don't know exactly, but I'd assume when the majority of properties are owned, or nearly all of them contain houses. Because by that point, it won't be about buying properties as it is about getting more cash to increase the rent of said properties.
Yes, and having said that, housing is more the midpoint of the game rather than the end game, since housing properties aren't even the highest upgrade you can make.
Obama, tell me, what would happen if you added a hotel to that blue property you own?
You have one too, don't you? Just check for yourself.
Just humor me for a moment.
Okay. So with a hotel, the rent for this property would be, holy fuck, it would be $1,500 if someone landed on this property. That's insane.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's more or less how it would be if I did the same for my property as well. But aside from that fact, hotels are the end game of Monopoly. That's more or less where you want to be.
I'm taking this, Tristan.
Well, damn, another airport.
Hotels are what create the true death valley of the game. However, getting to end game is almost impossible with 4 players.
Hotels raise the rent cost a lot. That's no joke, but even with 2 or 3 houses, you can easily earn hundreds of dollars. Those Blue Lane properties are just ridiculous, but it's also overkill. You don't even need hotels on them.
While you should keep striving for houses and eventually hotels, endgame in most games will likely just be 2 to 3 houses, because by then most of the players would be eliminated by the sheer amount of houses on each property that would cause most, if not all, to go bankrupt.
That does sound accurate. I mean, how much money does one realistically earn in this game exactly? For the most profitable person on the board, I'm sure the payout would be extraordinary, but for others, though?
Definitely, a couple $1,000s would likely be the best place to be. Because even if you're the best player in the game currently with most properties and most houses, if another player had a few maxed out properties and you, the best player, landed on them, you lose out on hundreds or thousands as well, which can easily turn the tables very quickly.
At that point, it would probably come down to luck. The game could easily extend by going back and forth between players until they were no longer lucky anymore and just lose the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of luck, I'm the first one to get community chest. Oh, sweet baby. I hope I get some golden luck here and get some cash.
Now that you've said that, Donnie, you're going to get nothing more than a pile of shit.
Piss off, Joe. I don't need your superstitions here. Ain't no fucking way the first community chest card is going to be so unlucky as to be the worst possible condition.
Then go ahead, Donnie, roll that card over and tell us what you get.
It would be my fucking pleasure. Oh my God. This cannot be happening.
Huh, you weren't lucky at all, were you?
It's not money, I take it.
Ha 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 ha! It's a pile of shit, isn't it, Donnie? It is, isn't it? I fucking called it. Ha!
Please, Joe, stop talking for 1 minute.
What does the card say, Donnie?
I'm getting to that, Tristan.
Okay.
How bad is it, Donnie?
It's the fucking worst, is what it is.
Oh, don't leave us in such suspense, Donnie.
Honestly, I'm not even sure I believe this shit right now. Like how?
Yeah, what did you get, huh?
Tristan, you were completely right the first time about the community chest cards.
I was?
It's both the chance and community chest cards that give you this complete and utter bullshit.
You didn't.
You've been caught insulting someone. Go directly to jail and do not collect money.
Oh, shit!
damn.
I figured...
You ate the biggest pile of shit, Donnie?
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry, I might have gotten a little carried away there.
A little? Seriously? And what the fuck was that just now? Are you having trouble talking?
That was almost on par with Donnie's so-called choking in Uno Joe. And by on par, I mean much worse.
Okay, anyway, looks like Donnie has landed in jail, right alongside Hillary.
Hillary? Wait, what the fuck? What is Hillary's face doing on this board as well?
You mean you didn't know until now? How blind are you?
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, same here.
Jesus Christ, how have we missed that detail all this time?
Ha, that's amazing. I can't believe I'm the only one who noticed that. And I'm usually the one who misses things all the time, as you guys claim.
Oh sure, the one time you actually do something makes every other retarded ass thing you've done completely null and void.
No need to be sarcastic, Donnie.
I'm surprised you even caught on that I was being sarcastic.
Well, to be fair, Joe's had a lot of time to think, given he has barely spoken that much compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Don't let any of this distract you that Donnie is in jail and we're not.
That'll be $14, George.
Wow, great.
It's honestly the most accurate thing currently in this game.
My God.
I mean, he
Is wrong, obviously. I'm currently not in jail and won't be going to jail anytime soon or at all, so he's wrong.
Ha, you're taking it so seriously. Obviously, I was joking.
Dude,
What was that?
I turned on my notifications after the last piece of news we got.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, I just got notified that the earlier drama with Sony had actually already concluded. I was fed old information. The fucking gall of some of these people thinking to give me old news instead of the latest news, seriously.
Okay. So, what's the latest verdict of Sony then? I doubt they did anything grand. It wouldn't be like them to do anything, really.
Apparently, they actually pulled the shit from their ass and backtracked on their decision that required players to link their PSN accounts to Helldivers 2 in order to play.
No shot, really? No way they actually managed to do something positive for once? I never would have expected them to backtrack on something like ever.
You owe $18, Obama. That's my property you landed on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like them.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like them. Reading this information, I immediately got curious if there was some sort of residual after effect of this terrible decision, and lo and behold, there is.
What? What kind of residual after effect?
So I received even more info here. Apparently, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sony might have backtracked on the linking of PSN accounts, but those who lost access to the actual game in their countries after that decision still have no access to the game.
Well, surely the ones who bought the game still own the game itself, right? Steam wouldn't just remove it from their libraries.
Yes, you're right, but now anyone a part of the list of countries where it's no longer accessible can never buy the game, even if they wanted to, before that idiotic decision. Honestly, it astounds me.
Speaking of, Tristan, what are your plans after this game of Monopoly?
What do you mean?
I mean, what are we planning to do?
Isn't that something you four usually plan out beforehand?
Sure, but you're here now, so you might as well be a part of the decision.
Yeah, take the reins, so to speak. What do you think we should do next after Monopoly? What would make the most sense?
You're making me decide.
Is that a problem?
No, it's different since I'm doing it in person this time.
Haha, no pressure or anything.
Right, well, in any case, if I'm deciding what's next, I think it's about time for another Black Ops Zombies video.
Really? Do you think that should be our next course of action?
Oh my God, no way.
You just landed on tax income like Obama did before. You know what that means, Joe?
Why?
You lose out on the $200 you just got from passing go.
This is so stupid.
Tough luck next time, Joe.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt as well when it happened to me. Just lick your wounds and hope you don't immediately need the money, Joe.
Anyway, having said that, what were you going to say, Tristan?
Right, so, There have been plenty of people asking for another zombies video. I say, just get it over with and move on. So why not?
Well, certainly I have no problems with that.
There's no point in rushing, Tristan.
That's true, but might as well satisfy with the sequel, because at this point, most of the games you four have played have a sequel video.
Except Lethal Company, though.
Yes, except Lethal Company. That video will come in the future. I don't think many people realize how much time actually went into imitating the feel of that game.
No, I think plenty understood.
Well, it's okay. Well, it's not something that can easily be produced, so it'll come much later.
Well, don't wait too long. That game might become something else entirely by then.
True.
Well, looks like I'm unable to leave jail at this time. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had almost forgotten you were in jail, Donnie.
Wow, how I wish that was something you happened to never remember, Joe.
Too bad, sucker.
Was it just your turn, Donnie?
Yeah, it was...
Wait. I remember now. When you're in jail, you can roll doubles, can't you? In order to get out of jail.
Fuck!
What are doubles?
Wait, yeah, you can. You can roll doubles to get out of jail.
Do you know what else you can do when you roll doubles? You can have another turn at least, according to the game's rules.
Wait a minute. Haven't a few of us rolled doubles a bunch of times already? How could we forget that we could do that?
Hold on, Donnie, this was what you were referring to, wasn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God, it's so fucking obvious now.
That's Cap!
Don't even lie. You've been hiding this information the whole time.
It all makes sense now. Back when Joe first rolled double sixes and landed on the utility. You said there was something else, but wouldn't say what it was.
You specifically said that there was a certain detail that you were allowed to do under certain circumstances.
You even told Obama that it wasn't stupid, but that it was an amazing function that enabled you to do things, but only if you were lucky. This was what you were referring to.
You have no idea if that's true.
You're really going to appeal to an argument from ignorance fallacy right now, Donnie?
Your denial is all the proof I need, Donnie. You don't have to say a damn thing.
Okay, fine, fuck you all, yeah. That was what I was hiding, so what?
Yeah, so you admit it after all.
Rolling doubles is awesome, specifically because it lets you go around the board much faster, get properties quicker, and reach pass and go much easier. Yes, it is an amazing function, but again, only if you're lucky.
And you thought to hide all that? You know how many times one of us got doubles, Donnie? You literally robbed us of potential profits.
I could have also prevented you from potential losses as well. You have no way of knowing truly if the outcome is positive or negative.
That's not your choice to make.
Sure, but who cares now anyway? You know now, so do whatever you want.
The rules on rolling doubles. If you roll doubles, you can go again, but only the first 2 times. If you roll 3 times in a row back to back, then you are caught speeding and proceed directly to jail.
What if you pass go during that? Can you collect the money?
Doesn't say, actually, or at least it doesn't say on this page I'm reading from.
Are we to assume that it functions similarly to the chance and community chess cards? Because I'm pretty sure all of them tell you not to collect money.
If the option to choose is there, then I'm in favor of allowing to collect money, but only during the circumstances of rolling 3 doubles in a row.
I'm actually against that. Going to jail for any reason should just prevent you from collecting money from Go, period.
Dude, that's so stupid. I understand the cards telling you to, but there's no reason we need to for speeding.
Dude, Donnie, you realize how stupid that sounds? I mean, think realistically.
This is Monopoly, not real life. Why the fuck must I think realistically?
Inverse Monopoly-wise, you're a criminal and deserve no free money, pal.
Oh, so Monopoly has lore now? That's whack!
We're assuming that you don't just teleport straight to jail when speeding. What's to say that going around the board to jail is what we're supposed to do?
George, that's always the case. If by some chance that's how the game operates, then that's stupid that only during speeding is it any different. Fuck that.
Well, what difference does it make, Donnie? We're all against your opinion. So, teleporting to jail or going around the board to jail, it doesn't fucking matter because you ain't getting anything.
Oh my God, whatever. Just roll the damn dice already. We've been discussing this stupid garbage for way too long.
It's Obama's turn, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Obama, did you just roll a 7?
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Ain't no way.
What's wrong? Are you fucking kidding me? Straight to jail?
Well, well, well. Look at what the cat dragged in. Welcome to the jail, Obama. Look who the criminal is now. And guess what? You missed out on Go twice in a row now. The first time was tax income, and the second time to prison. Oh, how tragic. If only you voted to collect money, you might have actually earned some cash.
Wow, I should have expected you would turn to gloat at me, Donnie. But I don't regret my decision, and I never will, because I know it pisses you off more than it does me. So what if I lost $200 again? I, at least, still have over $500. That's enough for me.
You're gonna learn soon. that missing out on so many free opportunities for money will accumulate into failure. You're going to lose this game, Obama, because when the time comes, you're going to have no money to spare. You're going to trade or sell, doing everything you can to survive the onslaught of poverty, but it will not matter. And when the final hammer falls, you will go bankrupt, and that will be it.
Do you know what this sounds like? Sounds like two inmates going at each other's throats. After just meeting for the first time in their cell. This is some prime time coverage right now.
George, why don't you step into this cell and find out what kind of prime time we can give you?
Yeah, don't go acting all high and mighty because you guys aren't in jail. You wouldn't want karma to strike back.
Yeah, okay, but I'm fine. You guys just enjoy being in jail for multiple turns while me and Joe get some free turns.
You aren't skipping our turns. We still get to go.
Yeah, what, he said?
Why is it that all of a sudden you're agreeing with Donnie Obama now that you're also in jail with him? You both were literally just at each other's throats and then immediately swapped to the same team.
What are you talking about? It's called mutual understanding. I disagreed with what George said, and so Obama agreed with what I said.
Exactly. I agree that Donnie agrees with me agreeing with what he said.
What the fuck? What are you saying? I'm so confused.
Dude can't even comprehend simple English, bro. Ain't that funny, Obama?
Yeah, Joe, what we said was perfectly understandable.
Stop trying to gaslight me.
Wow, this card has a typo.
What?
It says international instead of international.
Honestly, with how many things they needed to change, a tiny mistake like that probably went unnoticed.
Yeah, it went unnoticed because we just found it, Donnie. Of course it went unnoticed.
Okay, smartass, you know what I meant?
What does the chance card actually say, George?
Oh, it said take an international flight from St. John's Airport.
To where?
What do you mean where? I said it just now, St. John's Airport.
Are you as blind as the person who made the typo? It said take a flight from St. John's Airport. But the question is, to fucking where?
What, hold on, really? Yeah, what the hell?
Reread what the chance card says, George.
Take an international flight from St. John's Airport. That's all it says. It doesn't give any sort of destination or anything.
Okay, so that's clearly a mistake, but it's obvious that instead of taking a flight from St. John's Airport, it meant to take a flight to St. John's Airport. So where George is currently is fine.
I mean, it beats having to improvise another action.
What this now means is that we need to keep an eye on what these cards say in case the meaning is lost to us in translation or something.
Yeah? We don't need any more issues with these cards with what they're already throwing at us?
Anyway, it's your turn, Joe.
Yeah,